Yes. Welcome to the We So Classic podcast. It's a special episode we have going on today. My name is D Dame. I got my man Lou Hall in the building. What up, man?
What up?
Alright, no doubt. We said we got a special guest with us today. She's a West Coast hip hop pioneer. Along with her group, the Five Footaz and Warren G, they helped usher in the G-Funk era. And now she's a successful celebrity hairstylist turned author. So this is Cobra. What's going on, Cobra?
Hey.
How are you?
I can't complain. Just, this ADD kicks in and I'm racist. That's why I got so many things going on because I just can't keep still,
It's all good. Welcome to the We So Classic podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you. I love you guys' show.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you're one fifth of the group, the Five Footaz, right?
Yes.
Okay. The first time I remember hearing the name the Five Footaz was on one of my favorite songs, the Dove. No. Oh, I didn't even know that.
With the Roughneck Business.
Get out of here! I didn't even know that. That's dope. But y'all got a shout out from the Dove Shack in summertime in the LBC. Yeah, that was the joint. Oh man, so you grew up in Compton?
Yes, most definitely. I grew up in I'm a true Californian, so I grew up in Compton, LA, Watts. I done lived all over Southern California.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as like all the schools, like I went to all Compton schools from elementary to high school,
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got a million stories.
That part. I'm like, just pick a category, we can go there. Just pick a category. Relationships, money, whatever.
Oh man, so as far as the group, the Five Footaz, how did you guys get started?
Well, I had a best friend, her name was Neb Love, and at the time, this is I think we straight out of high school, but I've been knowing Neb for since junior high. We knew each other from mutual friends, and we used to dance, housing and all that. So when we got into rap, she met Josh Skills, and Josh Skills already had a situation with Warren. You know what I mean? So
okay.
She didn't really want to be solo. So then her and Neb became a group. So they basically kind of started off. But the remaining members, we kind of all was just a crew. So at first we were all called Unit 5.
Okay.
And at the time we weren't signed to Def Jam. It was just Neb and Josh. And then Mihai got signed with them as well, kind of towards the end. Well, anyway, that deal fell through. But during that time, we were on the Set It Off soundtrack with Jada Pinkett and Queen Latifah.
Right.
So
right.
I was able to buy my first Beamer. I bought my first car at 21 off of that road check.
Wow, that was a nice road check.
So that's when I was like, damn, you could really get paid off for writing lyrics. And so even to the young people now, if you can write, even if you're not going to be the performer, but that's what's going to pay is writing and, merchandise and performing. But the main thing is that, you can get paid forever just off. I still get little checks, but of course it's not as big as at the beginning, But you get paid forever. It's called intellectual property.
Right.
And taking that, because I am a writer, I've always wrote little stories and poems, and I even also, was working on books and that sort of thing, but never really went all the way with it.
Okay.
And K-Bar, which is one of the members in the Five Footaz too, she came out with a kid's book. It's a rhyming book for kids.
Wow.
So that's what really kind of inspired me to be like, dang, if K-Bar can do it, I can too. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And that's what it's about. It's about being around people or associating yourself with go-getters and movers and shakers. You know what I mean? So you are who you hang around, and that's, that's what it's about. But anyway, going back to how we all met, so in time, it was always somebody knew somebody, and that's kind of how we all came together. Now, at one point in time, it was 3 of us that was signed to, which is going to trip you guys out. We were signed to, oh, God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Blurred Lines.
Oh, you talking about,
Pharrell?
Not Pharrell, nope.
Robin Thicke?
Yes. So,
get out of here.
I put this on everything. This was like 97, right? This was about 97. And our deal, we were like kind of on hiatus. And I don't even know how we even met that man, honestly. It's all blurred. It's blurred lines.
It's blurred lines.
I don't even remember how we met him, but some kind of way I remember us always going to his house. He had a house.
Okay.
In the Hollywood Hills, you know what I mean? So, and all of a sudden, he came out with some contracts and gave us all like 2 G's each to do an album, and we were gonna, shop it. But then Warren ended up getting into a deal situation with Restless Records.
Right.
And that's when he came and got us like, hey, I got this deal on the table. What's up? And, I felt bad, but we did leave Robin Thicke for Warren,
Right.
This is a whole nother time. So, but, at the time, I was pregnant. You know what I mean? I think I had my son at this time. I think my son was like a baby. So, with me, it's all about survival. Like, I'm from Compton. So I'm like, man, I love you, Robin, but I got to get this check.
Got to get that money.
Right.
That's what it is.
He ended up blowing the hell up,
Exactly.
Which is, good for him. But anyway, we got into this deal, Restless Records, but Warren G, the production.
Right.
They were, distribution and all that. They're the one that was giving us the money.
Okay.
Well, this is the defining moment in my life, how I kind of turned towards doing other things was because, we got money, but then again, after we finished the album, they were supposed to, give us, break a check and get things moving, and they didn't do that. And I had to go to the main guy. His name was Joe. I won't never forget this. White man.
Okay.
In his office, damn near in tears. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feed my son. Like, can you give me something?
Right.
And he looked at me with a look so cold. It was like, it ain't nothing I can do for you.
Wow.
And I wanted, in that split second, when I went to my car, I was just crying and like, damn, I just wanted to blow that fucking radio record company up. Like, I'm going to jail today. Like, I'm going to jail today.
I want to take them all out.
Ice Cube.
And, but in that moment, I said, you know what? Never again will I ever put my destiny in anyone's hands.
That's it.
And from that point, what ended up happening, I was, working little odd jobs just to make it. But still having hope that, oh, yeah, I'm going to come out, it was we on hiatus again. Like, this is something we was used to going through.
Right.
And how I got in this is how I got into the hair.
Okay.
So I'm working this little odd-end job, and where I worked at, I started braiding hair.
Okay.
I already knew how to braid from, being, in my younger years, but this Mexican dude was like, hey, can you braid my hair? And I was like, yeah. And then the word started spreading. So now I'm braiding everybody and their mama's hair at the job. So one day, I had a homegirl. She hit me up like, hey, I'm at the studio with Benzino. You know Benzino from Love and Hip Hop?
Right.
At that time, he was working on the album. And I ain't gonna lie, even people be like, he corny, but you got to respect to Benzino, because even back then, he always been a boss, dude. Like,
no doubt.
Like, everybody, and it's crazy because when I was at the studio just for like a couple of hours doing his hair, everybody came. DMX was there, Nelly was there, like everybody was giving, because he had, at the time, I think it was Source Magazine.
Right, yeah, Source Magazine.
Yeah, he was well respected in the business, even though he was a corny artist. But as a businessman, he was winning.
Right.
So make a long story longer. The Outlaws, Tupac's crew,
right,
Napoleon and Napoleon's brother, they were there. And so they saw me braiding his hair. And at the time, they owned a barbershop / hair salon. And I knew about them because they were all on BET. And, because, of course, they're the Outlaws. And they were, everybody and their mom used to be in there. So he was like, hey, why don't you come work at our shop? We looking for a braider. And I was like, what? And I quit my day job and went to work there, stepped out on faith. And I worked there for a while, started going to hair school, got my license, and it's been on ever since. It's been
popping ever since then. You have a friend named or mentor, Lolita Goods?
Yes.
Okay.
And Lolita Goods, she took me under her wing. She was working at Platinum Cuts. That's how I met Lolita.
Okay.
Platinum Cuts is the shop that the Outlaws own. Well, Napoleon and his brother.
Right.
And I started assisting her because I knew how to braid. And we would do I would go in at 6 in the morning, come out 2 a.m., and we'll go back the next day doing the same thing. And I used to cry. I used to be like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm going to go back to the studio and write another rap. You know what I'm saying? This shit is for the birds. You know what I mean? For real, I used to be in tears, in pain. But it built up such a work ethic that was
definitely
ridiculous work ethic. That's why I'm was able to be successful,
I said, plus you had your son, you had to, you had to take care of your son as well.
Yeah, and I was a single parent, so you got to thug it out.
Very, very inspirational, and I say inspirational it's coming from seeing a woman who has faced adversity and now, able to raise her son, able to have her own business, able to write books. I say this is inspiration not only just to women, but also to men, to anybody.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things where, and I have a saying, it's why bitch and complain when you just got to be a problem solver. You know what I mean? That's all I am. I'm just a problem solver. At the end of the day, I get paid to solve people's problems,
That's it.
And it's one of those things where you got to take whatever that you're good at, take it and just go hard with it, and you can make a profit from it. Whether you're a graphic artist, whether you have your own, talk radio, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have to just constantly build and take it to another level. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
So I just feel whatever talent you have, you can really make a profit from it.
Exactly. So as far as business-wise, what did the music industry teach you?
First of all, I think more than anything, it built up a callus. You know what I mean, to my feelings. So because I was around nothing but males, I was in a male-dominated industry.
Right.
And even in the business world, people, they can call me a bitch. They can call me whatever they want, but they can't call me lazy or broke.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I kind of had to have that edge, and then being from Compton at the street, me being an avid reader growing up, that gave me the smarts, and you put it all together and you got a beast.
That's what it is. You got a boss, basically.
Boss. Yeah, you got a boss.
You got a boss.
Oh my God, I love it. That is so sexy. Say it again.
You got a boss. A boss. So speaking of boss,
you make boss a 2-syllable word.
But speaking of boss, that is the name of your book, Boss Moves?
Yes, Boss Moves, what they didn't teach you in beauty school. And I'm also filming a documentary right now, and it's called Boss Moves. It's just Boss Moves, and I'm taking it to a whole nother level. It's basically what they didn't teach us in school, period. They never taught us how to be entrepreneurs. They never taught us, certain things on how to own your own business or run your own company. School is an institution that teach you how to work for other people.
Right.
Exactly. So with that being said, I'm interviewing various people who inspire me, who I got a lot of wisdom from and business sense from, and it's funny because Sugar Free is in my documentary, which is crazy. That was so random. It was ridiculous. Like, he happened to be at the same radio station that I was, at, and like even right now, like I have my film crew and we film, we're filming a lot. So, like, all my interviews and stuff like that, and he happened to just be one of the people that we're going to interview.
Okay.
And I asked him, like, hey, closed mouth don't get spit. I'm like, man, I would love for you to be in my, you got so much game and wordplay. I would love for you to be in my documentary. And he was like, sure. He signed off on the release form, and we filmed him too.
That's what's up.
Edie, from the Outlaws, he's in it because he has his own radio show, him and his girlfriend, Diva Pink.
Okay.
They have a radio show. And like I said, this is just the beginning. Only been filming we film almost every Monday. So it's been going on for 3 weeks now. So we're just beginning. But we have a lot of content so far.
Perfect. So you plan on putting that out, VOD or DVD or?
Well, what we're going to probably end up doing is shopping it at the film festivals.
Right.
See if
Perfect.
we can, get a deal that way. It's different things we can go through. We can see if we can get a Netflix deal.
Exactly.
We're going to hit those kind of areas first, and if not, then we're going to just go straight independent with it. And probably where you could just view it live on live stream it, or download it, and you just pay a certain fee. So, but right now our goal is to start shopping at the film festivals and that sort of thing.
Okay.
I love your business sense. Like, I'm actually sitting here soaking up all this information. Like, your business sense is just out of control. Like, it's definitely on point.
It really is.
Well, it's one of those things that because we have Google, you can basically Google. If you want to be a doctor, you can Google that shit and really be a doctor. Hey, you can be a bootleg doctor in the hood. I'm just saying, dude.
I think that's illegal, but I hear you.
I'm just saying, it's no excuse to not get it when you got Google, okay?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But I just think I love business. I don't know what it. I think when I was younger, even I used to always get those magazines like Black Enterprise and Forbes magazines and Entrepreneur, magazine. I used to always get magazines like that when I was younger. And I remember this one boyfriend and he was like, you always about money. It's all you about money. And I was like, no, I just like this. I just want to learn and be smart and fucking be rich. Exactly. What's wrong with that? Damn. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, man.
But that's why I'm doing, this is why I'm spreading the word. This is why, I'm hitting up all these different podcasts and all these different platforms because I believe in each one teach one, and there are a lot of people in my lives who they weren't stingy with the knowledge. They shared the knowledge. Right. You know what I mean? And they even with Lolita, she said, promise me one thing, that you're going to continue on this journey and teach people.
Yes, definitely spread the knowledge. So speaking of that, your son is in the music industry as well, right?
Yes, I'm gonna send you guys his music. Oh my God, he's on SoundCloud. You can go to SoundCloud.
Okay.
And they actually got a show at the Roxy in Hollywood this Saturday. Him and his crew. Now this is what's crazy. One of his crew members, his name is Mason Dean, and then my son, his name is Spook Fever, and then the other member is Makai. Now they all do separate solo, albums, but they collectively do. Like when they do shows, they always do shows together. They all got their own material. Mason and my son, they both produce and rap.
Okay.
And they both have their own studio. So you know what that means. They never kiss nobody's ass.
Exactly.
And the crazy part, which is so dope, is that, and this is why I do what I do too, because my son don't ever have to go really work for the white man, you know what I mean, and go through being depressed and stressed out, becoming an alcoholic because he's dealing with everyday racism. I mean, let's keep it real. Like, I've seen so many of our black men, even guys who I even dated, were involved in, and it's like, you know, when you get caught up in that 9 to 5, it's very racist. You know what I mean? It's
Definitely.
demeaning. It's very demeaning. And that's what they try to do, is break down you guys' manhood. And with that being said, with my son being black, I was like, you know what? I got to go hard for the sake of him. He needs to see a role model and get inspired and do, you know, so he got the entrepreneur spirit. So they put on their own shows. They have a fan base, and they sell their own merchandise. They make money at the door, and they only 17 and 18 years old.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
They're called Low Life Rich Kids. That's the name of their of their crew. They're called Low Life Rich Kids, and Mason is Whoopi Goldberg's grandson.
Get out of here!
Wow.
So you already know, like, that's on a whole other level. But you know, it's, like I said, you know, they do a lot of stuff on their own. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm so proud of them, because a lot of their friends, and it's so unfortunate that in this day and age, you know, with the music out, with the lean and they talking about lean and all this other stuff, and it's like all these kids are like zombies. They're on Oxycontin and bars and Xanax bars, and it's real refreshing to see them in action, and they're not getting involved in that. You know what I mean?
Right.
They want to do something with their lives, so. Yeah.
The one thing that I've noticed, as far as like with Cali and basically the whole West Coast, you guys stick together, and that's how you guys are able to build, and how you guys are able to come out, you know, in the industry, because you guys help each other out. You know,
not really, not with the women.
Oh, not with the women?
Okay.
No. Let me set the record straight. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me tell you one thing I respect about Warren G, and I can never say anything bad about Warren, because he let us keep all of our publishing.
Really?
Nobody during the 90s was letting
Nobody's doing that.
Even, you know, they was either getting 50%. I mean, even with Biggie.
Right.
But Puffy had 50% of his publishing. And because Warren saw what was going on with Dre and everybody else in Death Row. You know, he was never signed to Death Row.
Right.
Ventured out and did his own thing, which is, and that's why I can't do nothing but tip my hat off to him, because, you know, you can call him whatever you want, but he hustled hard and he did on his own without the help of freaking Dr. Dre wasn't even helping him. You know what I mean? Like, he would, you know, let him come record in the studio, like, use his studio, but he never really put Warren on like that. Like, Warren ventured out and got his own deal.
And that's family.
That man let us keep our publishing, and that means, that to me, that's what, I mean, you know, where do you go from there?
Like I said, that's dope. That's dope. I never even really heard about that. As far as
that's what I'm saying. That's why I could never say, people be like, oh, well, he didn't put y'all out. First of all, if you really understand business, you would know that, first of all, Warren was getting money from the bigger dogs, you know what I mean, from the Def Jams and that. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like a pyramid, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting the money from somewhere, then that money comes down us, you know what I mean? So it wasn't, and it was many times where he even broke us off some of his own money or some of his own money from them just to help us, you know what I mean? He didn't have to do that. And like I said, he let us keep all of our publishing. So shouts out to Warren, man, and his family. Like, and he always was a family man, you know what I mean? He always took care of his kids. See, things like that, when you look at a person's character, it's things like that be like, okay, that's a stand-up person.
Yeah, see, Warren G is somebody you never really heard any kind of drama, rumors, and all of this stuff. I never heard anything about him.
Because all he do is take care of his family and grind. That's it. If he is at the club, it's there for a reason, because he's making money, or he's supporting his homies like Snoop or somebody. But he don't just be out there like that. He's very much of a family man, and always has been like that. So, I mean, he's still been with this same wife. The same girl he had all his kids by the same woman.
That's it.
You know what I mean? No, for real. Like, that's
real. That's good. It's especially in the music industry. That's rare.
Exactly.
That's a rare.
Definitely salute.
So before we let you go, real quick, you have a shop, right?
Yeah, I have a hair salon. It's called Hair. Oh, let me give you guys all my information. So,
of course.
let me give you my son. I want you to check out his SoundCloud. All you have to do is put in Spook Fever. It's all one word. So that's SPOOKFEVER. It's all one word. Please check his stuff out. Like, it's phenomenal. Him and his crew. Now with me, everything is Hair Escapades. My Instagram, my what is that called? Snapchat, Facebook, everything is Hair Escapades, and that's spelled HAIRE as in Everett, S as in Sam, CAP as in Peter, ADES. Okay. HairEscapades.com. And I have my own shampoo and conditioner, my own hair care product line, which you can also get on hairescapades.com. My hair salon is in Tarzana, California. And all the information, everything you need, even all my links to everything is on hairescapades.com.
Perfect. From drab to fab, right?
Yeah, that's my little thing. Oh, my YouTube. Yeah, y'all got to check out my YouTube, too. There's a lot going on. But like I said, it's only because I got ADD.
Well, I got one last question for you.
Go ahead.
One of the things that I like to hear, especially from other MCs, who their top 5 MCs are. So, if you could tell me who your top 5 are.
Oh, my God. Okay, I've always been in love with Q-Tip.
Okay.
Well, I gotta say Tribe Called Quest. That's probably the ultimate. Them and Wu-Tang Clan was probably my favorite group. And then, oh my God, you know what? I can't say I have a top 5 because it depends on what category. Like, are we talking lyrically? Are we talking like flow? There's so many categories when it comes to rap. But,
so what's some of your favorites in general? Well,
like, right now on my Pandora, I listen to a lot of Tribe Called Quest. I love Tribe Called Quest because it's feel good music. Like, I don't care what kind of mood I'm in. If I put on electric relaxation?
Yes.
Or if you put in Bonita Applebaum, like, how could you not just start smiling? Like, let me see. Who else? I like, you put me on the spot. Now, who I did look up to, LL Cool J. Now, that's what, you want to talk about who inspired me to rap was like LL Cool J.
Okay.
Moni Love, because she could spit.
Moni Love was amazing.
JJ Fad, because they were from Cali.
JJ Fad was the bomb.
We used to, memorize their stuff and their dance steps.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who. Oh, Nas, of course. Freaking love Nas.
You sound like us. You sound like you.
And people get upset and be like, oh, I can't lie. I leaned towards the East more than the West. I really didn't like West Coast music like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I just always was drawn to the East. Like, it was just the swag. Even to this day, I just love East Coast. I like the music, the swag, the accent. You know what I mean? Like, but of course, as far as West Coast goes, just being around the Nate Dogs and Corrupt,
Corrupt is beast.
Corrupt. I think back in those days, he was way more like vicious. Lyrically to me back then. He just, I don't know, he was on some other shit, but and what's so dope, and I did like a song with Daz, and let me tell you, I could tell you a couple of things. This is what I used to do. You know how you keep a rap book and all your raps are in it, and it's like, it's so sacred, right? So, at the time, I did this song called Papi Chulo with Funk Dubious, and he had me and his Daz on it, right? And this is my first time being in the studio with Daz. he wrote his rap in like 2.5 seconds. And so when I went to go lay my verse, his lyrics was just on the floor in the booth. And I was like, damn, who does that? But that's what he do. And then come to find out, like, which is so crazy, I guess it's one of those things that once you write that rap and you record it, that's it. Like,
that's it.
He never kept, I just don't never, I don't remember him ever having a book. You know, he had a notepad in the studio. He would just write it, and then that was it. And that was amazing to me. Like, damn, who does that? And then at the time, Warren G, he had this booth at his house, and when you walk in, it's like papers of nothing but raps from Nate, from Corrupt, and I mean, like all these different artists. It was piled up in the booth, all the way up to your ankles, like just papers, like you just standing on top of lyrics.
Wow.
And it's just stuff like that it's like, for me to just be able to just, I think back to it like it was yesterday, like, and I was like, wow, like, just being around that, it was something else.
That's dope.
But we develop bad habits from being in the studio, too. It's a lot of drinking and smoking.
Right, of course,
and,
of course.
A lot of people I don't remember. Like, they come up to me, hey, remember we did? And I was like, I really don't know who the hell you are. I gotta be real. Like, I really can't, I don't know. I really don't know you. You know, like everything was just a big blur. Like it was just hazy. For real, it was a purple haze.
Of course.
So let me tell you another little story that was funny. So Warren G. Pops, his dad, made this chronic cake. This is the first time I had an edible.
Okay. Oh, God.
Warren had a studio in his house at the time, right?
Don't get into the edibles, but anyway, go ahead, continue. I had a bad experience with some edibles recently. Let me hear your story. Go ahead.
So he made what is called chronic cake. This when chronic was cracking.
Right.
And you could smell, the chronic was so strong in the cake, you could even see the little green speck. But it was like a yellow cake. I'm going to never forget. It was a yellow cake with no icing. It was just a yellow cake. So I took a little piece. I said, damn, this shit good. Ate another piece. And another piece. So, you know, this shit didn't kick in until an hour later, right?
Of course.
Dude, all I know is I was stuck with a pen and pad on the floor, and I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck. And I was like, never again. And then from that point on, I didn't even smoke weed or anything before I had to write or go. I always smoke weed after I laid my lyrics.
Right.
Because that shit scared. I couldn't do shit. Like, I didn't get nothing done that night.
It's one of the scariest feelings in the world.
Oh, my God. I was so stuck. That was my first time having an edible, fucking around with Warren G's daddy.
Let me tell you one thing that I hear that's really dope is the fact that, you know, you're in this male domineering industry, and you're holding your own with, you know, some of the best. Like, there's dudes that can't even hold their own with some of these guys in the studio, and you holding it down. That's dope in my book.
Well, you know what was dope too about that is that, and this is another funny story I'm gonna tell you. We believed in, and that was just the hip hop in us, is that we believed in writing our own lyrics, and we didn't let nobody write for it. Even when Josh Skills, I'm gonna tell a little secret. When Josh Skills and Nev were signed to Def Jam, this before Foxy came out, right?
Right.
Well, the label was like, "Oh, we want Jay-Z to write our lyrics," and they said, "No, we're not doing that." They stood their ground, and next thing you know, Foxy came out and blew up. So we always think back to that, like, damn, if we would have, if Jay-Z would have wrote the music, I would have been clapping. But it's one of them things where they wouldn't have felt right. We were just those kind of artists. We didn't have to suck nobody's dick to get on. We were not on by our, and you know, and I today he's so proud of us because of that. It felt, he was like, man, y'all never, he told his friends, they didn't have to suck nobody's dick. And he said, it was none of that. You know, to get on. it was crazy. Like, you know, at the tunnel in New York, Josh Skills and Ned, they were in ciphers battling niggas in the tunnel.
There's in the tunnel battling. Wow.
Like, that's how real it was. Like, I mean, that's what we really took to that. Like, we were like, we gonna write, this is what it is. Like, we just didn't believe in somebody writing for us. You know what I mean?
Definitely not. That's all. It's amazing. You have an amazing story. Let's plug the book one more time.
Yeah, the book is called Boss Move, What They Didn't Teach You in Beauty School. Now, just because I say beauty school doesn't necessarily mean that it's just for beauty industry. It's for people who are scared to step out on faith. I mean, I'm just talking about the business end, you know what I mean? Like credits and loans and how to negotiate your leasing agreement, you know what I mean, for a spot for your storefront, and, you know, just a lot of stuff like that they just didn't teach us in school, in regular school. Perfect.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that, because we, you know, especially for, you know, the younger women that are out here that's, you know, trying to get into the hair industry, that's, you know, trying to make, you know, these boss moves, you know, you need to hear, you know, this type of, you know, you need to actually read and hear this positivity, you know, coming from another woman that's already in the industry and that's already in the game. So this is something that I'll be promoting, you know, to any and everybody.
Well, thank you so much, man. Like, that's what it's really all about. Like I said, each one teach one. And, you know, I honestly, really, my end goal, well, I ain't going to say end goal. That sounds like that. But what I'm thinking is, like, what I want to do eventually is be a motivational speaker. And that's one reason why I put out a book, because you need a book to be credible enough to be able to start doing speaking engagements. Like, that's what kind of helps you get to that platform.
Definitely.
So, you know, we'll see, but that's what I really want to do, is speaking engagements and going to women conferences and schools and, you know what I mean, high schools, and I just really want to spread the word.
All right, that's awesome. You're definitely on the right track. So we want to thank you once again, Cobra, for joining us on the We So Classic podcast. You've been an excellent guest. Excellent. Thank you. We had a wonderful time with you. So hopefully we can link up again in the future. Whatever you have going on, anytime you want to come back on, you have an open invitation.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, whenever y'all come to Cali, hit me up, man.
Oh, without a doubt.
He like, I'm coming tomorrow. He like, I'm going to take that Greyhound, huh? Take the Greyhound.
Greyhound, American Airlines, we there.
Ready. He's like, ooh, well, shit, I'm going to be there. I bet you will.
That's it. All right. Thank you once again. We appreciate it.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Take care.
Peace.
This has been a We So Classic production.